Bill Maher hits back at Larry David's dumb New York Times op-ed criticizing his dinner with Trump. The Seinfeld co-creator previously wrote an op-ed in the New York Times, My Dinner with Adolf, satirizing Maher's dinner with Trump in the spring. Bill Maher is firing back against fellow liberal comedian Larry David. The HBO host slammed David's April op-ed, calling it dumb and unhelpful. David's op-ed satirized Maher's cordial dinner with President Donald Trump in March, depicting a fictional dinner between himself and Adolf Hitler in 1939. The piece reflected that if only the world could see this side of him, people might have a completely different opinion. Maher noted that while he'll never stop pointing out what he finds wrong about the Trump administration, it's illogical to completely cut certain people out of the conversation. He argued that in the real world, there are some people you just can't stop talking to, like your spouse or partner after a bad fight, or like your boss, your family, and the President of the United States. This is so childish, so purely emotional. Maher continued, focusing on those who criticized him for meeting with Trump, adding, "The people who got all but hurt because I had dinner with Trump, because he's Hitler." He emphasized, except he's not. So unhelpful and dumb. As he spoke, a graphic appeared on screen showing the Times op-ed headline, Larry David, My Dinner with Adolf. The real-time Post argued that Trump has been the most supportive president Israel and the Jews ever had. He then escalated his criticism of David personally, quipping, every year I used to ask Larry David to do real time, and he'd always say, Bill, I can't. I'm not smart enough about politics to do your show. Maher added, yeah, I get that now, because there is no argument here. There's just the sugar rush that the no-contact people get from never coming in second in an I hate Trump the most contest. Wrapping up his criticisms of David, Maher questioned whether the left's strategy was to go full high school and tell the guy with all the power he can't sit with you at the lunch table. This was not the first time Maher addressed David's My Dinner with Adolf op-ed. In April, Maher appeared on Piers Morgan Uncensored. He was asked about David's satirical piece roasting his positive exchange with Trump. This wasn't, my favorite moment of our friendship, Maher said of David. But I think the minute you play the Hitler card, you've lost the argument, Maher told host Piers Morgan. And also, I must say, come on, man. Hitler? Nazis. Nobody has been harder about and on and more prescient, I must say, about Donald Trump than me. I don't need to be lectured on who Donald Trump is. Just the fact that I met him in person didn't change that. And the fact that I reported honestly is not a sin either. To use the Hitler thing, first of all, I just think it's kind of insulting to 6 million dead Jews, Like, that should kind of be in its own place in history. And, I know people can say, well, we're just comparing it in this way. Well, it's an argument you kind of lost just to start it. Hitler has really kind of got to stay in his own place. He is the goat of evil, and we're just going to have to, I think, leave it like that. This exchange highlights the ongoing tensions within liberal circles regarding engagement with political opponents, especially during Trump's presidency. The debate over normalizing interactions with figures like Trump amidst events like the Mueller investigation and impeachment continues to resonate. This discussion offers a balanced overview for audiences interested in political satire and celebrity feuds.